Hey, thank you so much for downloading that PDF. It's going to do wonders for your business. Now, it'll take a couple of minutes to get to your inbox. So while you're waiting for that, I thought I'd give you a quick little training session on how you might be able to grow your online store. Now, if you've been following me for a little while, you may hear me talk about something called the e-commerce operating system. Now, this is a framework that I developed over the last 15 years that I've seen work time and time again on hundreds of e-commerce stores that have gone from zero to millions of dollars a year. I've seen it work in my own e-commerce stores and some of the big global brands that I've worked on. I want to take you through that right now on exactly how you can implement it in your store. Now, the e-commerce operating system gets broken into three super simple areas. The first one is how we get traffic. The second area is how we turn that traffic into sales. And then the third one is how do we do that on autopilot? How do we scale our store? Now, if we think about the first one, these are the three things that you need to do to get more traffic to your store. The first one is what we all sort of know about, which is called paying for traffic. And that's using things like Meta ads or Google ads. That means that you get traffic now, and it means you can convert your customers now. So you get them as quick as possible and you get your sales as quick as possible, but obviously costs you money. Now, when we get them to our store, if they don't convert, what are we going to do? Well, if they don't buy from us, we want to at least get something from them. And this is where the second form of traffic comes in, and we call that our owned traffic. And that is using email marketing and SMS marketing. So one thing I want you to do is if you're paying for people to come to your store and they don't buy from you, what we do need to get from them is their email address or their phone number so that we can implement email marketing. Now, in our e-commerce operating system, we have a great module all about email marketing. We call it the email engine room actually, and it gives us sales on autopilot. So we pay to get customers to our store now. And if we get them to our store and they don't buy, which we hope they will, then we grab their email address and we continue to market them time and time again to get them to buy from us later. Now, the third way to get traffic is what we call our earned traffic, and this is usually SEO, which is search engine optimization. Now, I have some great tutorials about search engine optimization on YouTube, so make sure you check them out. Or if you join our bootcamp, it's going to show you exactly how to do SEO. But SEO is basically setting up your store in such a way that Google and other search engines find you and they rank you up the top, so if someone searches for what it is that you sell, you're going to get found. So that's the three ways that we get traffic: paid, owned, and earned. It's super simple. So it's all well and good to get traffic to your store, but there's no point getting them there if we can't convert them. And this is where the next part of the e-commerce operating system comes in. Now, these are the things you're going to have to implement into your store. The first one is getting the perfect product page, because that's the sales page where people make the decision to buy. And these are the things that you need to have on it to make sure they convert. The first one is making sure you have at least 5 product images that show the detail of the products that you're selling. You want it to be that the person can basically pick up the product from your screen, turn it around, and know whether it is something that they want to buy. The second one is you need to remove any objections for them wanting to buy. You need to make sure you have clear shipping. You need to have a clear returns policy. How are they going to get support? What warranty do you have there? Is the price right? Remove all the objections. And then the last one is you want to show proof. This is making sure that you have product reviews on your page, you have social proof, you have images of other people using it, you have any awards that you might have there. By doing that, it means that other people buy your product, you remove any objections, and you give them enough information to be able to make the purchase. That's how we get people to convert and buy products from us. Once you've got your product page set up, we want to make sure that the store is set up properly. So this is something that we really focus on, is making sure, do you have a theme that is set up really well and it has a great structure and it works well on mobile? Do you have the right apps that are installed to be able to have upsells, cross-sells, recommendations, all those sorts of things? And then the final piece of the puzzle is, do you have a good support system in place? Are you answering people's queries on time? Do you have live chat? Do you have all those sorts of things? Now, if you have all those things put together, your customers are going to convert like crazy. Now, this is the final part of the operating system where we scale the business. So if we've got the traffic coming in right with our attract, we're converting them well in our store. What we want to do is we want to put this on autopilot and grow your business. Now, 3 ways, as you guessed, on this part as well. The first one is getting your numbers right. We want to make sure the economics make sense so that when you spend money on ads, that there's profit that pops out the end. So you want to make sure that you're only spending your profit on ads and not spending your entire revenue on ads, because if you're spending your revenue, there's nothing left over. So you really need to understand your e-commerce economics. The second thing you need to do is you need to have a plan in place. Where are you going to get your revenue from? What projects, what apps, what features are you installing in your site over time? The other piece of planning is, do you have a marketing plan in place? If you don't have a marketing plan and you're just sending emails or putting ads up willy-nilly, your business is not going to grow. You need to plan for growth. And then the final piece of the puzzle to grow your e-commerce store, guys, is having the right team around you. And whether that's having freelancers around you, having mentors, being part of a community, that's the secret to a great e-commerce business and how to scale. And that's basically the e-commerce operating system. So if you can implement that in your store by getting traffic from multiple sources, really focusing on your product, having a plan in place, that's how your store is going to grow. Now, luckily for you, as you can imagine, this is exactly what the e-commerce academy teaches. And if it sounds like something that you'd be interested in learning a little bit more about, I've got a link down below where you can just jump on a chat with me. It's directly into Facebook Manager. You'll get straight into me and we can chat about your store and find out how on earth we can help you scale and grow using that e-com operating system model. So I'd love to hear from you. Just click start chat below, chat to me, and we can see how we can get your store from where it is now to places that you never even dreamed of. Thanks for listening, guys.